up, geeks and gamers? It's PurpleRaven, and we are going to continue our adventure in Hogwarts Legacy today. Just a note about kind of the visual difference. You see the big circle is gone, and when we get to talking to people, we won't see the speech bubble anymore. That was for a feature called audio visualization, and I found it a little distracting personally, so I've turned it off. But that's why you're not going to see that in this episode. All right, so as a recap of what happened last time, we had an exciting adventure to get to Hogwarts. I think it was even more exciting than any of Harry's misadventures on the way to Hogwarts, so that's pretty cool. And we are going to now go find... We got sorted into Ravenclaw. And now we're going to go find our common room because we've had our first night and we need to start getting ready for our first day at Hogwarts. So let's go ahead and do that. So this is our cool room. Got bunk beds, a little bit different than the 4 posters that we know are popular in... can't open the closets though. That we know are popular in the Gryffindor common dormitories. Someone is a Montrose Magpies fan. We've got lots of books because, well, this is a Chudley Cannons poster. This is a Ravenclaw dormitory, so obviously we're going to find lots and lots of books. Let's go ahead and head out and go find our common room. The question is, do we go up or down? As a 5th year, I feel like we should go down, but I think we want to go up.
That's just brilliant, Amit.
This should be interesting.
You'd think you could... It is not how that is.
Different.
Alright, so we need to meet some of our fellow Ravenclaws. We're going to introduce ourselves to some people. Let's see what this is. Oh, we can spin the astrolabe. That's kind of cool. So Amit, it looks like he's over here.
I'm not sure this is the right spot.
Nope, this isn't Amit. This is Samantha. But we're going to talk to her.
I want him to be in the perfect place. A place he'll be happy with. But I can't seem to find it. Great golden gobstones! I want him to thrive here. Golden gobstones? My own little expression. I bought this Dittany seedling from home and I so want him to feel cozy. Dittany is amazing, isn't it? So much healing power in such a little plant. I've a bit of a thing for plants, as you can see. Pleased to meet you. I'm Samantha.
Nice to meet you, Samantha. Is Dittany used in Wiggenweld potion?
It is. Looks like someone's been studying up on their potion making.
Actually, Professor Fig told me about Wiggenweld potion.
Of course. I heard you were studying with him before term. He's an enigma, Fig. Teaches about theory, it seems to know a lot about practical magic.
We're gonna go with he's quite knowledgeable.
Professor Fig does know a great deal about different forms of magic.
Well, I hope he told you about more than Wiggenweld. You've lots to catch up on, I'm sure.
Let's ask about growing your own
Is it common
ingredients.
practice for students to grow their own ingredients?
Oh, yes. In fact, our herbology teacher, Professor Garlick, encourages it. And I don't think Professor Sharp, our potions master, cares where you get your ingredients, as long as your brews are all perfect.
And how about, isn't it Hufflepuffs who like plants?
An affinity for herbology is more typical of a Hufflepuff than a Ravenclaw, isn't it?
Ordinarily, perhaps, but it runs in my family. We've a full plot of these little fellows back home. I suppose you could say herbology is in my roots.
It was nice to meet you, Samantha. Good luck with your Dittany.
Thank you. And good luck to you too on your first day.
Okay. I like her. She's nice. Let's eat an apple. That seems like a good idea. Let's see who else we need to go meet with. This is a very comfy looking common room. It's very airy. I like this.
All right.
I don't know if I like it better
Deep
than
breath.
the Gryffindor common room that we're so all familiar with from the movies, but I definitely like this. This is Amit.
Why, hello. Would you like to take a look? Can't see too much in the day. Well, except for stars like Sirius, Canopus, Vega, and Arcturus. I'm Amit. Pleasure to have you in Ravenclaw. Never met someone who's been so close to a dragon before.
Can't say I recommend it, frankly. It's nice to meet you, Amit. I take it you like astronomy.
Amit.
Oh, yes. So much to be learned from the stars. Also, there's something about the open air and night sky above the tower. It's invigorating. You will adore astronomy. Professor Shaw is incredibly knowledgeable.
Okay. Do we want to say we find the stars fascinating, or I've never been one for stargazing? I love stargazing, so let's go ahead and answer that way.
I hope astronomy's on my schedule. It sounds interesting.
I have good news for you. You are most definitely taking astronomy. It is required for all fifth years. You will be enthralled with the tower. Plus, a quality telescope can show you things you never dreamed of.
I suppose I'll see you in class then.
Yes. Oh, and speaking of class, better get to my first one of the year. Nothing like the smell of fresh parchment, is there? Be seeing you!
Oh, he is so screaming Ravenclaw stereotype. But that's fine. Okay, and it looks like the other person we need to talk to is on the other side. This is like a split common room. Like,
Just have to wait for the
that's
right
cool.
moment.
Oh, is that the gray lady floating around? That's kind of cool. Oh, this guy. Everett Clopton.
One moment. Watch this.
Ugh! What is this? Someone threw a dung bomb. Let's get out of here.
That wasn't quite the reaction I wanted. Oh well.
What did you hope would happen?
I suppose I hoped it would lighten the mood. Ravenclaws can be a bit on edge the first day of class. I'm Everett, by the way. You seem downright calm next to some of these characters. And you survived a rather harrowing trip here.
Let's say we're nervous.
Harrowing indeed. I'm still a bit on edge myself, and a little nervous for classes to start.
Oh, you needn't be worried. Truly, there's no reason to be nervous. Most professors are firm but fair. I mean, not all of the tricks I play are as simple as a tossed dung bomb, and I'm still here.
Wait, did you say most professors are firm but fair?
Ha, I did. But probably best I let you judge for yourself. I do tend to push their limits. I should wander off before someone traces that dung bomb back to me. Nice meeting you.
You too, Everett.
Okay, I'm not as
Hey there.
fond of him
Hey,
as I
Ravenclaw.
am of Amit.
Professor Weasley is looking for you just outside. You had best not keep her waiting.
Okay, so we're going to go find Professor Weasley.
It's that new fifth year. I wonder where they're from. Can't imagine stuff.
Oh, we have to go down the stairs. I was like, is this like Dumbledore's office or the... I shouldn't even say that. It's not Dumbledore's office in this game. It's Phineas Black's office. It's just the headmaster's office. There we go.
Good morning. I trust you're ready for your first day at Hogwarts?
I've been dreaming of this day for a long time. Can't believe I'm here.
Well, you are here. Make the most of it. You only have one first day at Hogwarts. Now, in light of your unique situation, joining us as a fifth year, you'll need to catch up with your classmates and not fall behind. Especially as you'll be expected to complete your OWLs at the end of the year.
OWLs? Owls?
Yes, your ordinary wizarding level exams. They will determine what type of career you can have when you leave here. After much discussion with the headmaster and the Department of Magical Education at the Ministry, we've devised something extraordinary to ensure your success. Here you are.
What is it?
It's
It is
a
a wizard's
book.
field guide. It will
What
help
kind
you
of
to keep track of
stupid
what you are learning
question is
so
that?
that you master all that's expected of a 5th year. You would be wise to take full advantage of this exceptionally valuable resource.
Did you see that? I have a magical armpit.
Thank you, Professor, but what do you mean it will keep track of what I'm learning?
Perhaps seeing it in action will answer any questions you may have. Walk with me and we shall put it to the test.
Okay, so we're gonna walk with Professor Weasley. The question is she like
This way.
an ancestor of Ron and company, or is
The guide will give you opportunities
she
to
like
practice
a
your magic
super great
and
aunt?
educate yourself about wizarding lore.
It seems like most of the teachers are not married or have children, so
I certainly would have appreciated something like the field guide when I was a student.
I have questions.
Why don't you cast
Ooh,
Revelio on
something
this
happened,
bust
didn't we?
and see what details the field guide can provide?
Let's step back a little bit and cast
Revelio.
Revelio. Oh, okay. So this is a field guide page. Ravenclaw bust. This bust, created in honor of Ravenclaw House, resides in the lofty Ravenclaw Tower. Okay. So we've unlocked a field guide challenge. Your progress towards completing challenges appears here. Okay, so we got 1 of 2. Open the field guide. Okay. So this is your wizarding level. So I'm level 1. XP earned from challenges increase your level and power. Field guide tracks your current challenge progress. Select the challenges menu to continue. Okay. So we only have 1% in field guide. And this is that we're working on, I guess. Why? Oh, because I didn't hit continue. Rewards must be claimed from the challenges menu. Come back often to collect rewards you have unlocked. Okay. Alright.
Clever, isn't it?
So, and collection
Keep
was
your eyes
updated
open
as
for
well.
more opportunities like that, inside and outside of the castle.
Revelio.
No time to waste. You've classes to attend.
Okay. That looks interesting. We'll come back and look at that in a little bit.
Ah, good timing. Perfect opportunity to show you how to use flue flames to get around a bit quicker. Your field guide contains a map of the castle. Open it up and find Central Hall.
Okay, so open the map and find Central Hall. Grand Staircase. Okay. Don't care. Let's see. The library annex. Central Hall. There we go. The art is really nice in this game. I'm enjoying that.
And here we are. Quite the time saver. These stairs lead directly to Central Hall.
Okay. So
You can get almost anywhere in the castle quickly from Central Hall. Always something happening here. It's the heart of the hive. Our King's Cross station, so to speak.
I do love
That should be all for now. You'll be expected to attend both Charms and Defense Against the Dark Arts classes today. And I'd like to be sure you get to Hogsmeade as soon as possible to replace the supplies you lost on the way here.
Okay, so we have some options. Let's ask about Hogsmeade.
You mentioned Hogsmeade, Professor.
Hogsmeade is the only all-wizarding village in Britain and is home to an array of shops and pubs. You should be able to find all of the school supplies you require in Hogsmeade. You will also, I imagine, enjoy many a butterbeer there with friends in due course.
Okay. What exactly is... Let's pretend we don't know. What is Defense
Can you
Against the Dark
tell me
Arts?
more about the Defense Against the Dark Arts class?
Defense Against the Dark Arts, as the name implies, focuses on how to defend oneself against the evils that lurk beyond these walls. A mastery of Defense Against the Dark Arts is required for those who aspire to become auras. Fortunately, we are lucky to have the ever-gifted Professor Heckert in charge of our students' education in that regard.
And then let's find out about Charms.
What will I learn in Charms class?
Exactly what you might expect. Spells, charms, jinxes, all terribly useful. I think you will enjoy Professor Ronan. He's a clever and entertaining wizard, and a talented teacher.
Okay.
Thank you, Professor Weasley.
A lot to absorb on your first day, and you have much to learn. Happily, your professors have agreed to create additional assignments for you outside of class. You'll be up to speed in no time. Judging by your adept use of Revelio earlier, I'd say Professor Fig succeeded in at least showing you the basics.
He did, Professor.
He's been terribly vague as to the events preceding your arrival, specifically about what happened after that awful dragon attack. My suspicion is that there's more to the story than a search for belongings and an extended trip up to the castle.
Oh. We have to make it... Okay. So, Professor Fig asked us not to talk about this, but it's a Gryffindor. And it's a Weasley. And I feel... Oh, this is rough. I don't like lying to teachers. But I feel like Professor Fig, if he's our mentor, we should kind of side with him. Lean that direction. So we're going to say there isn't.
I'm sorry, Professor, but I'm afraid that's all there is to it.
Almost precisely what Professor Fig said. Speak of the devil, Professor Fig. Your ears must have been burning.
Oh?
Yes. You seem to have provided our new fifth year with a solid foundation in the basics of spellcasting.
Ah, I'm afraid I can't take all the credit there, Professor. They've a rare aptitude for magic, it seems.
Well, I'm just glad you both arrived in one piece. Perfectly good boats and carriages to Hogwarts, and you chose to fly in the path of a dragon.
I wouldn't say I chose the dragon's path, Professor. Rather unfortunately, it would seem that it chose us.
Very well. Enough chit-chat. I need to get to class myself. Might I rely on you, Professor Fig, to explain the details of the field guide's map?
Of course.
Thank you.
Okay.
Good luck today. And remember to use your field guide. It will be invaluable to you. And invaluable to me, as I'll be using it to keep up to date on your progress.
Yes, Professor.
Come and find me in my classroom after you've attended both classes today, and I'll explain more about those assignments I mentioned. And we'll see if we can't get you to Hogsmeade for those supplies.
All right. Let's apparently now talk to Professor Fig.
It's good to see you, Professor.
And you. I was hoping our paths would cross today before you immersed yourself in studies. Did I hear you masterfully evade Professor Weasley's interrogation regarding our late arrival?
I don't like to lie to her.
I did try to evade her questions, though I feel a little deceptive. That said, I'm fairly certain she suspects we're not being entirely forthcoming.
Yes, well, Professor Weasley is a brilliant and astute witch. It was right to keep the details to yourself for now. We don't know where this path we've embarked upon will lead. It may require a bit more flexibility with your time than she would approve of. And she may feel obliged to share details with the headmaster that would be better left between us.
Oh.
Understood, Professor.
Good.
Then
Now,
in that case, I
as
definitely
capable
think we
as
made
you
the
are,
right decision.
I believe the ability you possess obliges you to be well trained. Happily, you have the benefit of an exceptionally skilled team of witches and wizards to guide you. Speaking of guides, and so that I may avoid another not-so-subtle reproof from Professor Weasley, why don't I show you the clever enchantment we included in the field guide's map? Unfold it and have a look.
Okay, so we're gonna open the map. All right. This represents main quests. Okay, so this little yellow shield. Completing main quests will further the story, unlock new features, and grant XP. Some quests are locked by spell or level requirements. Okay. New spells can be earned by completing professor's assignments, which seem to have a scroll on them. Track a quest with right click to continue. So do we want to go to Charms first and learn Accio? Or do we want to go to Defense Against the Dark Arts first and learn Levioso? I feel like I want to start my day with Charms. So let's do that.
The map is enchanted to help you find your way.
This will be incredibly helpful. Thank you.
Now, sounds like you've quite a day ahead, what with classes and a trip to Hogsmeade for supplies, including your own wand. You'll enjoy Mr. Ollivander. He's an exceptional craftsman and a good friend. I shall reach out when I have more information about our mysterious locket. For now, focus on your classes and pay attention. More than your owls may hinge on the magic you are able to master within these walls.
Okay, so we're gonna go to Charms. Okay. So cast Charmed Compass V. What happened? Oh! Okay, Tinkerbell. I get it. I'm after you. Maybe in this case we should call it a snitch. Pardon me. Oh god, that's Peeves, isn't it?
Revelio.
Just see if anything popped up. Doesn't look like anything did. Okay. Through these pretty doors. This is the Defense Against the Dark Arts Tower. Ooh, look at this whole hallway. What's that? A mat? A mirror? With butterflies? I don't know. That's lovely music. Alright. Go up another flight, it looks like.
Professor Ronan tends to go on a bit. We sometimes have to remind him to finish the lesson.
Revelio. Some of us don't necessarily want him to get back to the lesson.
Quite a few hamlets outside of Hogsmeade. I'm going to try and visit them all this year.
So many interesting people from all
This is a
over
cool
the world
statue.
come
I
through
like that.
Hogsmeade. You never know who you'll meet.
Okay, so and we are in Charms.
Here. Behind you. There is an open seat here.
Thank you.
Well, she seems very friendly.
Hello, I am Nettie. So you are the new student. Have you met Professor Ronan yet?
Shall we begin? welcome to year 5 of charms. Now, this will be a crucial year in your education on the art of charm work, but I am confident that we will take hold with the passion and rigor requisite of such a challenge. Right, now, everyone, please open your textbooks to page 517. But before we begin, can anyone here tell me the difference between the incantations of the color change and growth charms? Anyone? Anyone? I am afraid it is too late to study now. My, the summer months must have really taken a toll on you all. By the looks of it, you all spent your holidays practicing Obliviate on one another. Do you even remember how to perform a basic summoning charm? Well, it seems that we are in dire need of review. Everyone get into pairs and take positions on opposite sides of the classroom. Now let's put those textbooks to use as the blunt objects you so believe they are, and take turns summoning them out of one another's hands. Only one book will be needed per partnership, Miss Dale. Thank you. Get into place now.
Okay. Oh, we're gonna learn Alessia. Okay. Pay attention. Alright, so spacebar, 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 spacebar. Ta-da!
Accio!
Nice.
That is not bad.
You are a swift learner. I see a lot of potential, but remember, potential is nothing without practice. Keep at it. You might just rival Miss Onai here. Very good, everyone. That's enough of that. Well, as you all seem to have the basics down, and it is an exceptionally lovely day, I was thinking that we might have ourselves a little excursion outside for a spot of fresh air. After me.
Well, he's entertaining as heck. Oh my gosh. And his robes are glorious. All right.
I've always found that fun goes hand in hand with mastery, as I'm sure the Quidditch players amongst us would agree. So, what better than a bit of sport to put our prowess with the summoning charm to the test, right?
Sport.
So why don't we have our newest student start us off?
What am I doing? Okay.
Very simply, cast Accio on one of the spheres and relinquish your charm at the last possible moment. Now, think of this like gobstones, if you will. But instead of throwing the marbles... Splendid!
Nope.
Happens to
Not
the best
splendid.
of us.
Okay, so I need to let go of it earlier. There.
Excellent control there.
Haha! Okay. Let's try it again. At the same place. Alright! 100 points! What do I win?
Very good. Points to Ravenclaw.
Woohoo!
But there's certainly no sport in playing without some friendly competition. Miss Onai, would you care to give our new student a bit of a challenge? Come on up. You'll be the blues, just as before, and Miss Onai, you are playing red. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So Natty is going to go first.
Let us see this.
Okay.
That is how it's done.
Too much! Oh, I took my finger off the key. Okay, let's try this again. There we go.
Splendid!
Here we go!
Oh no! Don't hit me! Don't hit me! Don't hit me! Oh, okay, good.
Yes!
I wonder what happens if you do hit somebody. Maybe? I'm gonna try it and see what happens. It moves.
Well done.
Okay. So I wonder if you could like push them off.
Let us make this a bit more interesting, shall we?
Oh my gosh.
I think we are well past interesting at this point.
I'll say.
Enough chatter. Focus now. You will need it. This round settles it all.
Be sharp.
Okay.
That is how it's done.
Whew. Okay.
Excellent control there.
Let us see this.
Okay.
Nicely done.
Yeah, but I gave you 50 points.
Watch this.
Okay.
There we go.
I think. Maybe we tied?
Perfect score. Remarkable.
We tied! Okay, I'll take a tie.
Very good, both of you. Well done.
Okay.
Class is dismissed. Gather your things on the way out.
Okay.
A tie game! It turns out we were evenly matched. Took me weeks to become proficient with Accio. Took weeks for me to get anything right when I transferred here. It gets easier, I promise.
I'm glad you understand.
That's good to hear. It's a lot to take in all at once.
To put it lightly, I remember how I felt when I first arrived. I transferred here from Wagadu just before my 4th year. My mother received an offer to teach divination here. Before I knew it, we had left Uganda and were halfway around the world at a new school in a new country.
How cool is that? Let's find out about Wagadu. What does it look like?
Is Wagadu a castle like Hogwarts?
Its address is Mountains of the Moon. It is not so much a castle as a beautiful edifice carved out of the mountainside. I remember the first time I saw it, the mist was so thick I could hardly make out anything at all. And then it just materialized before me, this enormous school that seemed to be floating in midair.
How big is Wagadu, since you talked about it?
Is Wagadu much bigger than Hogwarts?
Wagadu School of Magic is the largest wizarding school in the world. So yes, bigger than Hogwarts. But it never seemed intimidating or overwhelming to me. It always felt like home.
Okay, let's find out about the magic. Maybe it's different.
This may seem an odd question, but is magic the same there as it is here?
Mostly, yes. But I did have to learn how to use a wand when I arrived here. Hardly anyone at Wagadu uses one.
Okay, that's rude, and I wouldn't say it. So we're gonna say that's incredible.
You can cast spells without a wand.
Oh, yes. I find wandless magic to be much more instinctive. Not to mention quite convenient if one is without their wand. I must admit, however, that I am growing quite fond of using a wand. It seems very dramatic.
All right.
It's nice to learn about another wizarding school.
Thank you for asking. I do miss Wagadu, but I am glad to be here at Hogwarts. Ah, I think Professor Ronan wants to talk to you. Better not keep him waiting. Until next time.
Well, she's nice. I like her.
Of course, you can use Accio on humans, if you're so inclined.
A word,
Well,
if you would.
You'd be using it on clothing, to be precise.
You wanted to speak with me,
You know it
Professor?
won't work.
I did. I trust your first charms lesson lived up to expectation.
Well, an outdoor competition wasn't exactly the lesson I was expecting, sir.
What charm is there in the expected? And what a close match between you and Miss Onai. Invigorating.
Thank you, Professor. I enjoyed the match.
Miss Onai is always a fierce competitor, though I sense that she is a bit distracted of late. Now, Professor Weasley has asked that your professors give you instruction outside of the ordinary curriculum. Expect to hear from me soon regarding a special assignment that I am preparing for you.
Okay. All right. Ooh, we got 2 out of 2 on that. And we leveled up. That's great. Very cool.
Hello. How was your first day coming along?
Let's talk to Samantha.
Hello, Samantha. Nice to see you again.
I wondered how your first day was going. You certainly seem to hold your own in charms.
That's very kind.
I've been fortunate. Beginner's luck.
My brother William would tell you not to be so humble and to trust your abilities. Then again, he tends to be overconfident in his. Well, better see to my charms homework. I'm afraid I can't count on beginner's luck to impress Professor Ronan.
Okay, that was a very brief conversation, but sure. Okay, so we have let me see what R is Revelio. What is T? Oh. So I can do this. I'm gonna do that because I'd like to have them closer together. Okay. It looks like there's a chest up there. Let's go up there and see what's in this chest. Or not. Where is this? Is it in the charms classroom?
Revelio.
Okay. Where's the chest? Across the way? Oh, I'm sorry, dude. Is it in here somewhere?
Revelio.
No. Oh my gosh, look at the cats! There's so many cats! Can I pet the cat? You can! That's kind of cool. But now it is this way. I wonder...
Showing off is a muggle trait. You don't see that sort of behavior in the wizarding world.
Try riding a hippogriff. You'll soon learn that Kagawa's technique.
I wonder how to get... Because that's a page that I think was like... Remember when the field guide kind of exploded at the beginning? I feel like maybe that's one of the pages that escaped. So how do I get it?
Well, Madame Kagao.
Well, okay, I know 3 things. I know Revelio, I know Lumos, and I know Accio. Let's try Accio. Ha! That's how you do it. Great to know.
And then the werewolves joined the goblins in the uprising.
Werewolves, where were you? In the Goblin Rebellion of 1752.
And by the end of it, the Minister for Magic was Albert Boot.
No, it wasn't. Oh, what?
I don't even know where I'm going, but I was hoping to find that. What's it called? Have you guys noticed that you always hear a ding when you do Revelio? Is that just the sound of Revelio? I don't know. Okay. So what we're gonna do, I think, is get the heck away from Keeves.
But you're all in trouble with Professor Black.
Is it above us? Maybe it's below us.
Revelio.
Ha ha! Hey, it had some money in it. Nice. Okay. So I think this is a good place to stop this episode. And we will head to Defense Against the Dark Arts in our next episode. Thank you for joining me on today's continuation of our Hogwarts adventure. If you liked the episode, please give it a like. And if you want to find out what happens next, go ahead and subscribe. Then turn on notifications so you find out whenever we drop a new adventure in Hogwarts. Until next time, everybody, geek out, game on.